Hi everyone. I wanted to give you an update because I've been gone for so long. And I wanted to explain why I've been gone for so long. It's been a very, very hard year for me, and a lot of things have changed. This January, I started having acute episodes of dystonia, and it even went up to 3 times a day. I would have acute episodes of dystonia where my body would tighten up and contort and my eyes would flip up and I couldn't get them down. And the dystonia has caused so many things that have been hard for my body. I'm now in pain all the time. I ended up getting a feeding tube, a G-tube, because sometimes the dystonia makes it so that I can't swallow, and I can't tell you the amount of times I've aspirated this year. And so I have a G-tube now. I'm no longer able to walk at all. That was more recent, probably in the last couple months. I haven't been able to walk since my last hospitalization because if I weight bear on my legs go into terrible contractions and then it just shoots up and it causes me to go into acute dystonia where my whole body will start contorting. And unfortunately, everything is just progressively getting worse. It started out with just acute dystonia like 2 or 3 times a day. Now I have acute dystonia less, but I'm having more overall pain all the time. This morning it was so bad, I had trouble even eating because the pain made me lose my appetite and become nauseous. And I'll be getting a motorized wheelchair, so I'll tell you all about that when that comes. And I'll be able to just drive myself around. Right now I have to rely on people to just get me anywhere I want. And that's been really hard because sometimes I can't even push the manual wheelchair I have for temporary. And it's been hard because I've had to basically give up the life I've known. My life's completely different now. I can't really do much at all by myself. I need help with everything. So I'm very lucky that I have some caregivers and I have my parents. And I had to stop the Levine protocol. I definitely am not able to do it right now. And that was hard because I really like finishing things. But my situation has changed. So I'm trying to let myself be okay with not finishing that. It's all very hard having all this happen. When I was younger, I was a child. I was misdiagnosed. They misdiagnosed me with child-onset schizophrenia, and they fed me antipsychotics until I was definitely on too much. And then they ended up overdosing me, and that's when the dystonia started. And it hasn't really stopped. However, now it's just gotten worse. And it's really hard to know I'm suffering because someone hurt me. I don't like that. And I'm having to be able to learn to come to terms with that. And I really just wasn't in a mental space until now to be able to share this with everyone. It's been really hard on my physical body, and it's also been hard on my mental health because I don't really have much independence at all anymore. I even need help for things like showering and sometimes even using the toilet. I'm still trying to enjoy life as much as possible and do the things I love. I'm trying to find ways to adapt so that I can. And I definitely think my new wheelchair will help with that. My new wheelchair is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to allow me to do more things. Until then, I get to stay in bed when I can't do stuff. Yeah, and so the dystonia, it's really, really painful. I'm lucky that my doctors have prescribed me pain medication to help manage it. Now, does the pain medication make the pain go away? No, definitely not. Does it make it so I don't want to tear my hair out? Sometimes. Does it not help at all? Sometimes it doesn't help at all. And I just have to get through it. Some things about the acute episodes I'm having now are pretty scary. Actually, really scary. I have trouble breathing a lot of the times because I'll be having tightness and spasms around my lungs and they can't move well. And it's terrifying, and so we'll have to call EMS. The EMS in my city know me, so that's good. And they usually just put oxygen on me, or the other time they tried to stick a tube down my nose. I don't know all about that, but it wasn't comfortable. Actually, it really wasn't comfortable. And so I guess that's kind of the update. I guess I've been in the hospital most of the year, a good amount of the year. That's been hard. Maybe I'll make another video of hospital horror stories. I sure have my fair share. I'll give you one right now. So the trauma nurses in the ER didn't know how to use my G-tube correctly. I was hypoglycemic, and so they tried to put OJ into my tube, but they put it into the balloon of my tube, and my balloon ended up popping and my tube falling out. That is a horror story I had to go through, and that's not even the worst. This has just been quite a year. I've really been pouring my heart into my music, and luckily the hospital I go to has a piano. So when I'm well enough and they let me go off the floor, I've gotten to play the piano. So that was really nice, and I'm just really, really helping myself by playing the piano. It's so comforting to me, and I write my own music, and I'm learning how to record it, so I'm hoping to share it with all of you. And I just wanted to thank everyone for being so understanding that I've been gone for so long, and I'm hoping to start making videos again. And I hope you all are doing okay.